Come and check this out. I'm getting a real cuddle. Oh, come on, cut. Living a little girl's dream. Cheers to
Cheers.
you. Now come into my handbag, let's go.
YEE-HA!
Bridgetown is a 3-hour drive south of Perth and is the only heritage-listed town in the southwest. Once called YEE-HA, it became Bridgetown in 1868, named mainly after the ship Bridgetown that carried the region's wool from Bunbury, and also because of this beautiful bridge. Also, they say. In town, on this iconic main street, you'll find a variety of things to do. From cafes and shops and a museum, to a few pubs, some op shops, and of course, the local bakery.
The farm stay is on 50 acres, and then we've got family land across the other side of the road. Been in the family for 130, 40 odd years. So my daughter's the 6th generation here. So we've got 6 A-frame chalets, and then we have a farm cottage. 2 different sizes of A-frames, perfect for small families, so what we call open plan. And then we've got 2 larger ones which have separate bedrooms. We've got a beautiful dam in the middle of the chalets, and we provide canoes and kayaks. I think that Lucieville Farm is rustic but lovely. We try and be very inviting, very welcoming. You can get as involved as you like. It's rewarding seeing kids get involved, you know, get off those iPads, get their hands dirty.
What a beautiful way to start your day. Are you almost done? You're almost there, little champ. Look at that. Good job. Good job. Okay, now come into my handbag. Let's go. Shh, shh. No, kidding. Go, Elliot, go. What a beautiful morning. Just look at these girls. Look at the girls with their bucket. For the rabbits? No way. Are you going to feed them together? Do you want to take me to the rabbits? All right, let's go. Ready, 1, 2, 3. Ready, and there we go. How's that? Every little girl's dream. How good's sour grass? Remember eating sour grass as a kid? Cheers. Yeah, it's just as sour as I remember it from a kid. I love all animals, but I'm actually quite scared of geese. So I'll just let these guys pass.
Just put it down low.
There we go.
Crouch down. They're super gentle.
Oh,
Told ya.
So am I feeding goats or emus?
Either or. The emus are not as gentle, but they don't mean to be. They're sweet, they've just got a pointy beak.
Woo! 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 Ah! Yeah! I don't, woo!
Have a seat on this beautiful milk crate here.
Well, thank you, ma'am. We've already bonded because
Yes.
this is Jessie and I'm Jessie.
There we go, it's meant to be.
Sit here and have a cup of tea, darling.
So the way to do it is lock the top of the teat off, and you've got to be quite firm. You won't hurt her, okay?
Okay. You right, girl? She's gonna know that I'm a beginner.
No,
Okay.
she's happy. She wants the milk out.
Oh, wow. Alrighty, I think I've got my morning drink of milk and thanks, girl. And we're happy as a pig in mud. Annie's having a great time. Bye, girl. So what do you think of Bridgetown? Yeah, I agree. The weather is gorgeous. It's nice and cool, great climate.
The only heritage listed town in the southwest.
Wow, smart guinea pig.
I've been working with sculpture since I came to Bridgetown in 1977. Bridgetown's great, good people, great location, fantastic landscape. You know, we've got everything.
Okay, Kim, I love this one. This is beautiful.
This is called Fractured Time, and she actually won the People's Choice Award in an exhibition in Rockingham called Castaways.
Wow.
I knew I wanted a human form in this piece, but she kind of evolved as I got near the end, like the wing coming up and disguising her face and the robe becoming part of a wing. I didn't expect that.
So this is open to the public to come and visit. Like, how does it make you feel when people have such a beautiful reaction to your art?
Artists are communicators, so it's just wonderful when people are affected. As soon as you put a piece out, it's everybody's, and you have your own impressions, and it's going to bring something up for you, and that is the most important thing. This is all fully spotlit at night.
So it is your own museum, Bridgetown's open garden museum.
I'm not quite dead yet. I think it becomes a museum after I pass.
That's when the money can really be
Hey,
made.
no way.
Tessa, I have never seen so many jigsaw puzzles in one place. How many do you have here?
Oh, I can't answer the how many, but it is the largest collection of completed jigsaw puzzles in the Southern Hemisphere. Some of these have been hanging and in these frames since 1979. It's our 54,000 piece puzzle.
54,000.
All the wonderful people that helped us put it together. The community came to the fore and pulled out all the stops, and they sat in this room for the next 2 weeks, and they finished it in 2 weeks.
I know this one.
I've been there, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I've got one in my house.
That was donated over 30 years ago. The world's smallest jigsaw puzzle, 99 little pieces.
I do like, I must say, just the last piece, click and you're like,
We could talk about last pieces because people get very obsessed by missing pieces. Obviously, missing pieces is a story of...
That's a dirty word in this shop.
No, a story of our life.
How do you put together a puzzle?
Can I admit that I haven't done a puzzle since I've been volunteering for 10 years and I'm yet to do a puzzle.
Cut. See, you need the corners. You've got to start with the corners.
This one's round.
Oh, that's why I sat you there. Mine's nice and square. It is so relaxing yet somewhat frustrating.
I don't find it relaxing. No, not at all.
Never flip the board.
Never flip the board.
Okay. You can find everything and anything
Oh, that's
here.
right. There's something for everybody, whether it's that high or an older person, and for every budget. There is something for everybody.
You go into a room and find the most delightful things, and then you turn and open another door and you're in somewhere
there's something
else.
different. It was just Jenny's vision. When she was a young girl, she always wanted to have a shop. She had a cash register, and she chooses everything herself. We've got ladies' wear.
Yep.
Then we've got bedding. The back room is children's. Then we've got our housing estate. And then you go inside and there's lots of glassware, candles, perfumes. Then you go into the barn and that's got all china and Christmas decorations as well.
Jingle bells. It's never too early to be in the Christmas spirit, especially in this barn. I love it. Welcome to the North Pole. Come and check this out. The gingerbread house is my absolute favourite.
That is lovely.
It is so special. It takes
It
me
is.
back to being a kid at Christmas.
Oh, it would,
Yeah.
because there's just so much sparkle.
Oh, Christmas cuddles are the best. What do you most love about this place?
I just love the people that I meet.
Yep.
You know, helping do the displays and meeting the people that come through the shop or come through the bed and breakfast and stay and come back the following year. And, Yeah, you meet lots of people.
Now, would you say this is something really special and unique to Bridgetown?
Oh, definitely. People like yourself, once they come, they're blown away by what they see.
Absolutely
they
blown
can't
away.
believe what they see.
See you in December. Now, Pat, I've seen you wandering and I grabbed you to sit down because you're on the wall and you're the original cider maker here?
Yeah, that goes back about maybe 25, 30 years. We've been open for 26 years, so I started making cider here in Bridgetown 35 years ago. Bridgetown always was the leading apple producer in Western Australia for many years, the interwar period, and it has a very strong history in the apple industry, and most farmers around here would have had an orchard at some stage.
So how do you make cider? Everyone's recommended this place around town, so it must be good.
Cider, to make real cider, you have to actually get apples and crush apples. So we crush apples all year round. So all our ciders are made from freshly crushed apples. We produce 12 ciders, I think it is, last count. Whole range of dry to sweet styles, then blended ciders. So we have aged ciders, ginger cider, which again contains apples and pure ginger, chestnut cider, we have truffle cider, we have truffle ale.
What? Truffle cider, I've heard it all. So would you say that the cidery is here today because of its apple history?
Yeah, it's built on the history of the town and it reflects the history of the town, and its strength is that it's a community facility that really adds value to tourism. Bridgetown, I've always described it as one of West Australia's best kept secrets, so it won't be a secret if you go and tell everyone about it.
Look, it's hard not to share, Pat, because it's so amazing. We've done so many amazing things already, and we have another day full of it. Lovely food, great people, so why can't...
Yeah, okay, we're keen to share.
Of course. And on that note, cheers to
Cheers.
you. Are you like the cow whisperer? You make them come here?
They'll come.
They'll come. Come on! Is that how you call a cow?
Come on!
Oh, come on! That's better. It obviously works.
So there's a brush for you.
Oh, thank you.
The babies like hands.
Yep.
The older cows like the brush.
Oh my goodness, come here.
Highlands love getting a really strong scratch.
Oh, a big strong scratch. Oh, look. Oh, yeah. Who's this one?
That is George.
George. George likes a good cuddle.
George is a cuddle monster.
Rob, is it official that Highland cows are the cutest cow in the entire world?
I certainly think so.
I think so too.
So Carmen will present her shoulder to you like
Shoulder,
that.
so here?
Yeah, and she'll love a brush.
Oh, she wants a brush.
And nice and hard.
Oh, I don't want to hurt her.
You won't hurt her.
Mate, step into the salon, the Highland salon. Now, Highland cows are probably one of the most viral animals because of how cute they are. How did you get into them?
We went to Scotland, 2023.
Most people bring back a magnet.
And yeah, so we saw our first Highland there. Yeah. And that was it then. We just fell in love with them.
Why do they have such a good temperament? Are they just born that way?
They're docile by nature and they're curious by nature, but you have to spend time and build trust with them for them to be friendly. And the younger you start, obviously, the easier that is. So little Henry over here, he's just starting to work out that scratches are good.
He probably thought that I just ripped up his mum, but she loved it, I swear. What a beautiful experience. Hi, can I take you home? I'll cuddle, I'll cuddle. I'm getting a real cuddle, yes!
This is what we get to share with people. So they get to come out and spend 90 minutes interacting with the cows. It's a cow-led experience, so we don't force them into, pens or anything like that. It's all their own curiosity on their own terms.
He actually came to me for a brush, how adorable. It's like a pet dog, just 1,000 kilograms, almost. Thank you so much, Rob, for bringing me out to meet your beautiful cows. What a special experience.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could share it with you.
I'll be back. Hold me back.
Anytime.
All right, William, it's you and me. Let's go. Oh, wow, he listens. Okay, let's go somewhere.
Next up, Black Cockatoo Distillery. Now, this boutique operation uses local botanicals to distill small batch gins. Named after the region's endangered birds, something special about this distillery, it donates 10% of profits to the Carrican Black Cockatoo Conservation Centre to fund wild rescue and rehabilitation.
Now, Marie or Marie-Pierre.
Marie-Pierre. Yes.
It is not very common you come to a winery and get the winemaker standing behind there for wine tasting.
True.
We're very lucky.
Thank you.
So tell us all about Sunnyhurst.
Oh gosh, Sunnyhurst has been around for 26 years now. We've been here for 9 years, my family and I. My husband is very good with plants, so he became naturally the viticulturist.
Yeah.
So he looks after the vineyard and looks after the fantastic gardens that the previous owners have established here. And then my husband said, you can make the wine. I used to be a lab technician in my previous life, and the chemistry came very, very useful into winemaking. I love making a product that I can then share with people that then they're going to share again with their mates and their family and their best friends, and it's good times. That's what wine is about, right?
It really is. So there's a lot of love in each and every one of them.
Absolutely. Attention, love and care. During the week of fermentation, I go down there every 3 hours to plunge my reds by hand. We press with a basket press. This is very old school. We don't use pesticides, we don't use herbicides at the vineyard level as well. And therefore, people are not drinking horrible chemicals.
I'm actually driving, so I won't be tasting today, but we found a friend and
yes,
let's go, do your thing.
Yes. So we're gonna enjoy a little bit of Cabernet Sauvignon.
Say that again.
Cabernet Sauvignon.
Cabernet Sauvignon, that's a lot better than I say. Cabernet Sauvignon.
No pesticides, no herbicides, and by now this is 2022, which means that it's been in a bottle for a few years now. The sulfites gone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So no reaction, no headaches, nothing.
No headaches. I'll take a carton. Okay. So. Lisa, hi. I'm Jessie. I am so excited because I didn't know you could go horse riding in Bridgetown.
Absolutely.
So here's something you prepared earlier.
Yes, it is.
Who do we have here?
We've got Dusty, Peanut,
Junior,
and Ruma.
Okay, I'll take all of them.
Safety first,
Safety
ladies.
first. I have a really big head.
Wrong way, sorry.
Like a big head. It's all my brains.
Actually, that's my helmet.
Yeah, oh, is
One
it?
of my
You've
helmets.
got a big head.
Yeah, so I'm going to join you.
Big brains, Lisa.
That's right.
I'm going to have to get you to choose, Lisa, because I don't know. Okay, you're giving me...
I think you want this one.
Okay.
This is Junior.
Junior, I'm taking
He will
you.
look after you.
Oh, look, he's looking after me already, Lisa. Oh, I love you. We're going to be best friends. Mwah. Honestly, this is like living a little girl's dream.
So we'll just pop over to this step and we'll get you girls set up, get your irons sorted for you and jump you on.
Look at this service.
One at the top coats.
We've got one each.
There you go.
Yeah, that's better, thank you.
Perfect.
Alrighty.
And then put your legs forward, sit on your butts, pick up one rein and say woo.
Whoa.
Give 'em
Whoa,
a pat.
horsey. I thought that was
Perfect.
just in the movies.
No, they all know walk, trot, canter, woo. They know the lot.
Oh, it's so good to be back on a horse again, and we've got a beautiful day here in Bridgetown. It's going to be an epic experience. Isn't that right, Junior? Yes. He says yes. All right, have we passed the test?
Yeah, I think we're ready to
Oh,
rock.
I reckon we're ready to rock and roll. Seriously, this is such a unique and amazing experience. I'm having the time of my life.
Perfect. That's exactly what the experience we want to give everybody.
So how long have you been doing this for?
2014 we started officially, but I've been riding my whole life.
I can tell.
We run events here. We do lessons, bush rides, ranch sorting, anything you can think of. So imagination is the key here. We're happy to accommodate pretty much everything. Well, I think it's great for your soul, and I think it's really nice for everybody to get together and have a good time without having to think so much. Coming out here, it's just enjoyable. It's the best thing that you can do with your animals, I think, and people.
Exactly. And who can come on these rides?
Anyone.
Anyone, really? Anyone?
Absolutely anyone.
Any riding abilities?
Absolutely, yep.
Wow.
Any age. We've had the lot. I want to make sure that everyone's as safe as you can around horses, and it has to be fun. At the end of the day, we're here for a good time, not a hard time.
Exactly. And how could you not have fun? This is amazing. How does it go, Lisa?
Yeah!
Woo! Bush passion. That's what it's all about. Fresh air and country lifestyle. I could get used to this. How about you, Nat?
Definitely.
Yes. She said definitely.
I absolutely love it. I love it when I have people that come here that are really, really nervous and scared and worried, and then they have the best time. That's the most important thing.
Yeah! This horsey stuff's catching, I must say.
Thanks for watching RAC Horizon Small Town Spotlight. To catch up on all the other exciting episodes, hit that subscribe button and share it with your friends.